All right. So one more hour down. This completes a 4 hour candle as well. So let's just get right into it. We were kind of talking about maybe bulls maybe looking for a bounce here. I think I realized actually that the last video had no volume. Ugh, whatever, who cares? Um, yeah, so what we were talking about was kind of in this range here between the low of the day and the high of the day kind of thing. And bulls are maybe hoping to see some sort of bounce in, this bullish territory region kind of situation, and hoping for another leg up here. So pretty strong bounce. Like I said, I wasn't really looking to find a buy just because this is so strong. This move down is so strong that I'm not really looking to fade it necessarily, but at the same time, I wasn't wanting to look for shorts just because I knew we are kind of in this kind of bullish territory. Um, Not bullish territory, but it's the low end of the range. So as we approach it, there are going to be fewer and fewer sellers and theoretically more and more buyers. So kind of looking for a reversal pattern here down on these lows, which maybe I don't know, not the best reversal pattern here, but kind of within this little channel here. We had kind of a push towards the bottom of the channel. We had a little bit of small, let me just bring this down a little bit here just because strong bearish bar, strong pushback inside bar, another inside bar. So this is an II. And when you have this inside situation, possibly expecting a final leg of the move. So this is a good bear bar, and then the bulls tried to buy it back on the dip, or once we broke beneath this low. And then flag, just all this flagging here, right? There was flagging here, and then we have flagging here on the opposite side, take a new low, and then buy it back. So this is something that happened basically as the candle opened. If we'd been watching these lower time frames, we could have maybe kind of predicted that and possibly maybe take some sort of position as like a scalp type of position, which maybe you enter somewhere on here and then you thinking about getting out maybe a little bit higher. But yeah, strong. Now we have a strong reversal pattern setting up over here. So we're going to look to see how that resolves. I mean, it's been 10 minutes and we've already taken out half of the prior candle, but we'll see how that goes. Maybe this candle kind of closes somewhere around this area and then the next candle closes a little bit lower, and then bulls kind of step in again down here and try and push it a little bit higher. But right now, I think it's still firmly pretty much in. It's less firm now that we have this strong bull bar, but it's pretty firmly in bear's control up to this point. We have this clear breach of this trend line down here, especially if you kind of draw it more steeply, like on this area. Confirmed the oops, what did I just do there? Confirm the trend line is broken. So now we're going to look for some sort of bearish continuation here, maybe a lower low here, and then a bounce back. We'll have to see. Maybe we do this and just keep going. But yes, definitely still kind of in. If you picked up a long in this region down here, pretty good, feeling pretty decent. Probably as just a scalp, going to take a little bit off if we get it back up to maybe 61.5 or something, just because this feels strong. And if we look at it on a 5-minute time frame, like this is just a 1-2. There's no clear trend line here at all that you can like make. Just this isn't real, right? So I think the 1-2 pretty clearly completed here, especially when this takes out the entirety of this large move here. So looking now to see what type of reaction bears put in here, and then see how bulls can react when we get back into their bullish buying range. But still within this kind of range here, range bound here, looking for buys around in this down area. Now we're probably more into looking for buys because of how strong this move was, how strong this up move was. Like I said in the last video, we were having such strength pushing downward that I was going to be more looking for a sign of strength from bulls and maybe some sort of rounding bottom or some sort of viable pattern that we could start to consider. But this was just a pretty clear spike. So now we're going to wait for a retest of this area and then see if we have some sort of bullish continuation down here, and then take a shot at the 62 region. Otherwise, bears might just keep running away with it. We can see that on the 4-hour chart, bulls try to have a strong push back into the close, but they weren't able to close it up there. So usually we're just going to keep seeing more continuation down here. I guess if we now see a break above this region, if we see a break above this candle, I like to use these ones, I like to use the horizontal rays, not the lines, because you can start them here and then, they don't go all the way back. I suppose a buy above this region makes a little bit of sense, but just kind of for a scalp to this higher region, and it's not a whole lot of distance there, so maybe not taking it, but I think we're expecting to see probably an inside bar here for the next 4 hours, which would cause us to have another still close. I mean, here our open is 61,344. So bears definitely want to keep it closed, have a close beneath that level. Bulls, if they can push it above that and make this a green outside up bar, I mean, that's pretty decent. I think that would maybe cause some alts to have a little bit of a rally, because if you look at like Ethereum is looking pretty nice, recovering their woes a lot better than, for example, Bitcoin. As Bitcoin still has a ways to go up here, and even if they get up here, even if Bitcoin does get up here, like say on this candle, this just doesn't look like we're gonna buy right here right now. So maybe looking for some alts to make some plays. Solana has been doing pretty decently today in terms of their recovery. This is looking pretty decent. Binance Coin is having a good day. Let's see, how's Mana doing? I mean, Mana is looking like an inside bar here, inside, so maybe, a break above this would be a push to the 4s again. Haven't really been paying too much attention to all these other coins to really know necessarily what it's looking like. But yeah, I think we are looking at possibly some sort of relief for maybe some alts, maybe like Ethereum or something like that at the very least. Especially if Bitcoin can push to a green daily close, and then if we start pushing above it, then I think alts are just going to make moves. Like Ethereum, could very easily take a new all-time high. Still within this range, this would have been a good buy near the bottom of this trend line. But anyway, we've been focusing on Bitcoin here, so that's all good. I guess that's all I have to say for now. We're going to see how this next hour kind of plays out. I'm guessing probably something like this. We probably don't push above this level, but I mean, it's hard to say, I'm only feeling that way just because we're having such strength pushing away from this high, and it's pretty clear 1-2 legs in. But like I said in the last video, you can draw this here, but you can also kind of draw something like this, starting to draw something like this, maybe trying to consider a potential channel such that maybe if we break above here, we have a little bit of a push higher before any sort of correction. We still have a ways to go until daily close. Daily close is all the way over here, so several candles left to go before we get to that. 15 more 15-minute candles. So just keep an eye on things and see how things go.